Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. Somebody's having a little bit of trouble with this. So I thought I'd just make it like I just made it. They're doing pretty much everything right. If they take a 20-inch and make this 20 inches and hit P, put it in center page, Control D and make the next one 18. And here's his question. So each one of these is an inch apart. I mean, they're 2 inches smaller, but they're an inch apart. And if he takes a 2-point line and hits P and Control D and make it duplicate, and this is one of those things for the one that's doing it, you can make it a lot more of these instead of 20, you can make them 45 degrees. But here's his question, and he's doing everything right. He takes a 2-point line or a 3-point curve line and then curves it. Okay, these lines are an inch apart. So if you set your nudge factor on an inch, you should be able to nudge it down, but they're progressively getting smaller from the gap and they're gonna leak. You could fix it manually, but here's one thing we could do instead of going uphill, let's go downhill. I can't remember if that's the direction, yeah. Then when you Control D and move it up, they're gonna be overhanging. It's not that they're not an inch apart, it's just the curvature. So then you could take very easily, instead of moving them manually, you could use your virtual segment delete key. And what he's doing, and then you would cut away this line and this line, every other line. Now I'm gonna group this together so I can move it out of the way in a second. And I'm gonna use a different color this time. I'm gonna use that, well, let's use that orange. And if you fill in that one and that one, yeah, I don't quite have the tip that oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not cut. I need to fill in that other one. Yeah, I don't need to fill in the top one. I need to fill in the second one. And that gives us that angle tip. Now I can move this out of the way because we've nudged it. Well, I normally like to, and I did not get that one, so I'm just going to delete it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use the interactive fill tool on this. And it kind of surprised me when I did it because you think, well, it's both, they're going to hit the line when they come back around, but they don't. Then I'm going to show you why here in just a second. So let's go ahead and bring in another burnt orange, a little closer so it won't be so dark. Bring in another, and you know what? Life would have been a lot easier just to do them both at the same time. So if we group these together, Control G, because we want them pretty much the same, and then use the interactive fill tool, you're going to be doing both of them at the same time. And you're going to, I missed it. And you want them pretty close anyway, so you're going to do that. And then we're going to put in a couple of oranges. I don't think the orange is going to look as good with the blue as when we put a white in the middle, but it does kind of look okay. Now these are grouped together, so we can just Control D to duplicate it, alternate C to have it rotate, and rotate it at 90 degrees. And because we had that thing arch up, the lines aren't going to touch. Now I don't think it's going to look as good as the blue, but it still looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope that helped him. And, just, mathematically, it just works the other way. Anyway, I hope that answered his question, and thank you for watching.